Did Catherine, Princess of Wales, just send an unspoken message with a tiara? When she appeared wearing Queen Mary's lover's knot tiara, a piece deeply...
There has been speculation about a possible shift in the way tiaras are distributed among the British royals, with Queen Camilla at the centre of the discussion. She stood out at a recent event, particularly because of her tiara choice, one of Princess Diana's favourites, famously worn at her wedding. Tensions within the royal family are not new, but recent developments have added an unexpected twist. Reports suggest that Queen Camilla was furious upon seeing Princess Catherine wearing a highly sought-after tiara, sparking fresh discord. However, what intensified the situation was Princess Catherine's response, which only added to the growing tension. At a state banquet in Buckingham Palace, Queen Camilla wore Queen Mary's Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece she inherited from Queen Elizabeth II. However, at the same event, Princess Catherine was seen wearing the lover's knot tiara, another treasured piece linked to the late Queen. This moment became a major talking point, as many believed that no matter what tiara Camilla wore, she would never gain the same respect associated with these royal jewels. The lover's knot tiara has a deep history in the royal family, having belonged to Princess Diana, who frequently wore it before her passing. It was originally given to Diana by Queen Elizabeth II on her wedding day and later passed down to Princess Catherine. Given the complicated history between Charles, Camilla, and Diana, many speculated that Camilla wanted anything linked to Diana, first her husband, and now the lover's knot tiara. This has led to criticism, with many believing that Camilla does not deserve the title of Queen Consort, let alone access to the late Queen's jewellery. Some view her wearing these royal pieces as a sign of disrespect to the family's history, arguing that the tiara rightfully belonged to Princess Catherine. After Queen Elizabeth's passing, there was an established hierarchy for distributing her jewellery, with Queen Camilla receiving the first choice, followed by Princess Catherine. However, reports suggested that Kate Middleton ended up with most of the Queen's jewellery, which further fueled speculation about internal tensions. Royal expert Katie Nichols shed light on this matter, explaining that the Queen Consort traditionally gets first pick, followed by the Princess of Wales, with the Duchess of Sussex receiving pieces later. This strict hierarchy is based on long-standing royal traditions, and any deviation from it often causes discord. Additionally, royal etiquette dictates that tiaras are not freely chosen, rather, they are assigned by the monarch or provided within a limited selection. This meant that both Camilla and Catherine could not simply claim a tiara at will. It is possible that Camilla had her eye on the lover's knot tiara while selecting her pieces and was disappointed when it was given to Catherine instead. This may have led to feelings of frustration and resentment, as she may have expected to inherit both of the late Queen's most iconic tiaras. Seeing Catherine wear the lover's knot tiara in public may have intensified Camilla's sense of loss, as once a tiara is assigned to a royal woman, it is typically worn for a lifetime, preventing anyone else from using it. For Camilla, this realization may have been particularly upsetting, as it symbolized something she could never have. Beyond personal feelings, this situation highlights the many strict rules governing royal jewelry, particularly tiaras, which come with detailed protocols regarding their ownership, assignment, and public display. Understanding these rules provides deeper insight into why this moment has generated so much discussion. The rules surrounding royal tiaras continue to surprise many, with some being particularly significant. One major rule is that tiaras should not be worn after 5 p.m. unless it is for a wedding. While it may seem excessive to have so many regulations for what appears to be a simple accessory, it is essential to remember that a royal tiara is not just jewelry, it is a symbol of status and tradition. It is rare to see royals wearing tiaras, but they are a staple on wedding days, whether for those born into the royal family or those who marry into it, like Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle. Most royal women wear their first tiara at their wedding unless they receive one on their 18th birthday. Another significant rule states that royal women cannot wear tiaras before turning 18. If given one on their 18th birthday, they may start wearing it for special royal events. This explains why tiaras are reserved for royal weddings, state visits, grand ceremonies, coronations, balls, and royal dinners, remaining unworn for everyday events. However, wearing a tiara is not as effortless as it seems. Tiaras are often heavy and require a proper fit, which is why royal women usually have their hair braided with the tiara sewn into it. Queen Elizabeth II favoured the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara for its lightweight and comfortable design. Proper etiquette dictates that only the decorative part of the tiara should be visible, with the band or wire hidden beneath hair wrapped in velvet matching the royal's hair color or secured with a discreet elastic. Over time, the style of wearing tiaras has evolved. In the 1920s, tiaras were worn closer to the forehead, but in modern times, they are positioned farther back on the head. Another key rule states that royal tiaras cannot be taken abroad without King Charles' approval. He may allow them to be worn at foreign royal weddings or special visits, but this is rare. For instance, Kate Middleton wore the lover's knot tiara at the wedding of Crown Prince Hussein and Princess Rajwa of Jordan at Zarin Palace. Even when taken overseas, tiaras remain powerful symbols of royal tradition and heritage. Tiaras are never worn casually, as they are traditionally reserved for married women or those born into royalty. These rules have been followed for generations, adapting slightly over time to suit modern customs. The immense value placed on tiaras highlights their significance beyond mere decoration. They represent history, legacy, and a connection to the royal family's past. This raises curiosity about the origins of the tiara tradition and why it remains crucial in the royal family. The history of royal tiaras is as fascinating as the rules surrounding them. Many do not realize that tiaras have long symbolized power in royal families. In the British royal family, tiaras play a vital role, dazzling at state banquets, but their significance developed over centuries. The tradition of wearing headpieces traces back to ancient Greece and Rome, where rulers wore simple diadems to signify their authority. These ideas spread across Europe, influencing kings and queens to adopt crowns and tiaras as emblems of status. British royals embraced this practice as they formed marital alliances with other European royal families, introducing new styles and customs. When Queen Victoria married Prince Albert, he brought German influences, infusing sentimental value into royal jewelry. Such marriages played a crucial role in shaping the tiara design seen today. During the Georgian era, under King George II and Queen Charlotte, tiaras became increasingly significant. Queen Charlotte adored elaborate headpieces reflecting the classical art and fashion of her time. These tiaras, adorned with large, sparkling stones, reinforced royal authority and set a precedent for future queens and princesses. The Victorian era saw Queen Victoria redefining tiaras, giving them sentimental value beyond status. Passionate about jewelry, she used it to express emotions and commemorate special occasions, even wearing tiaras at intimate family gatherings. One of her most famous pieces was the Koh-i-Noor diamond, which she had set into a tiara after receiving it as a gift in 1850. Under her reign, tiaras transformed from mere symbols of power into expressions of love and personal history. Tiaras in the royal family also symbolize rank, lineage, and the bonds between generations. Each tiara carries its own story, closely tied to the queens and princesses who wore them. For example, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, gifted to Queen Mary in 1893, was not just a beautiful accessory but a token of public admiration and support. Wearing a tiara is not merely an act of adornment, it is a statement of tradition and duty. As fashion evolved, so did tiara designs. The Edwardian and Art Deco periods introduced lighter, more delicate styles made of platinum and featuring intricate, refined patterns. Queen Alexandra, wife of King Edward VII, adored these modern tiaras. The 1920s Art Deco era ushered in bold geometric designs emphasizing diamond arrangements in sleek patterns. Tiaras were no longer just grand and weighty, they also became stylish and elegant. However, the story behind one of the most iconic tiaras is truly remarkable, reflecting the deep and lasting significance of these royal heirlooms. Queen Mary was one of the most significant figures in the history of royal tiaras. She had a deep love for jewelry and played a key role in expanding the royal collection by adding many famous tiaras. She was known for redesigning older pieces, giving them a fresh look while preserving their historical essence. One of her most renowned tiaras, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became a favorite of Queen Elizabeth II. Thanks to Queen Mary's efforts, the royal family's tiara collection continued to grow and remain relevant through the years. Tiaras have long been exchanged as special gifts within the royal family, especially at weddings. When Princess Elizabeth, later Queen Elizabeth II, married Prince Philip in 1947, she wore the fringe tiara, originally crafted for Queen Mary and passed down through generations. Each tiara given as a gift carries deep sentimental value, representing love and cherished family memories. Queen Elizabeth II also had a strong personal connection to tiaras. One of her favorites was the Strathmore Rose tiara, a floral design gifted to her by her father when she married the Duke of York, who later became King George VI. She wore this tiara frequently in her early years as queen, making it a symbol of her journey from a noblewoman to a beloved queen consort. Her tiaras reflected her personal style and played a crucial role in shaping the royal family's public image during her reign. Queen Elizabeth also played a key role in preserving the tiara tradition in modern times, wearing them at numerous significant events, including state banquets and royal portraits. Her choice of tiaras demonstrated her deep respect for royal traditions and her position as a symbol of continuity. Another tiara she cherished was the Vladimir tiara, originally owned by a Russian duchess before being acquired by Queen Mary. Some tiaras gained fame not just for their beauty but because of the royals who wore them. The Lover's Knot tiara, closely associated with Princess Diana, was one such example. Though she found it somewhat heavy and uncomfortable, she wore it often. The tiara was originally created for Queen Mary and passed down through the family. Today, it is frequently worn by Catherine, Princess of Wales. Royal weddings remain one of the most special occasions for tiaras to be showcased, with each bride selecting a tiara that reflects her personal style while also honoring royal history. When Meghan Markle married Prince Harry in 2018, she chose Queen Mary's bandeau tiara, a simple yet elegant piece that complemented her modern wedding gown. Selecting a tiara for a royal wedding is a meaningful decision, as it signifies a connection to the royal family's long-standing traditions and heritage. However, tiaras are never worn casually. Younger royals like Catherine, Princess of Wales, have brought a fresh perspective to the tradition. While she respects the customs associated with tiaras, she also introduces her own style by opting for more contemporary designs. This balance between tradition and modern fashion keeps the tiara tradition relevant today. The significance of tiaras within the UK monarchy remains undeniable. Their value has even contributed to the tension between Queen Camilla and Princess Catherine, further intensifying their already complicated relationship. While disagreements over tiaras may have added to their issues, they are not the sole reason for their strained interactions. The tension between Camilla and Catherine dates back to the early days of Catherine's relationship with Prince William. Camilla initially had reservations about their relationship, believing that Catherine was not the right match for William due to her middle-class background. Camilla held the view that marrying into the royal family should be reserved for those of noble lineage, and Catherine's lack of aristocratic roots did not fit this traditional expectation. This belief created early friction between them, despite Catherine consistently demonstrating respect for royal traditions and expectations. At the same time, Camilla reportedly felt uneasy around Prince William, whose unwavering loyalty to his late mother, Princess Diana, made their relationship complicated. William never fully accepted Camilla as part of the family, seeing her as a contributing factor in the breakdown of his parents' marriage. This unease in his relationship with Camilla extended to her interactions with Catherine, creating an awkward and tense atmosphere whenever they were together. As Catherine gradually took on more royal responsibilities, Camilla reportedly became reluctant to relinquish certain roles. Having worked hard to establish her place within the royal family, Camilla was not eager to step aside. While Catherine was perceived as the fresh, young face of the monarchy, Camilla still enjoyed being in the spotlight, leading to friction between them. As Catherine's public presence expanded, Camilla's desire to maintain her influence within the royal family only heightened the tension. After years of media and public scrutiny over her role in Charles and Diana's troubled marriage, Camilla finally gained respect as queen consort. However, sharing that recognition and influence with Catherine was not something she embraced enthusiastically. Just as she had secured her position, Catherine's growing popularity seemed to overshadow her. The widespread public admiration for William and Catherine's future roles as king and queen consort may have intensified Camilla's concerns. The public viewed them as the future of the monarchy, which may have left Camilla feeling sidelined. Despite holding the title of queen consort, she often found herself in the shadow of William and Catherine. The media played a significant role in fueling this perceived rivalry, with every minor interaction between Camilla and Catherine scrutinized and exaggerated. Speculative stories in the press made it nearly impossible for the women to escape the narrative of an ongoing feud, whether it was accurate or not. Another subtle factor that may have contributed to the tension was Catherine's frequent efforts to honor Princess Diana's legacy. Some believed that Catherine's choices, such as wearing Diana's jewelry, were a way of quietly keeping Diana's memory alive. Given Camilla's complex history with Diana, these gestures may have stirred unresolved emotions. Camilla's absence from certain events hosted by Catherine, such as the annual Christmas Carol service, did not go unnoticed either. Whether her reasons for not attending were valid or not, the public and media speculated about her absence, further fueling the perception of an ongoing rift. Rumors of a strained relationship between Camilla and Catherine may have been fueled by their different approaches to royal duties, which possibly led to misunderstandings. Catherine introduced a modern touch to her work, focusing on issues such as mental health and early childhood development, while Camilla championed more traditional causes like literacy and osteoporosis awareness. Though both were deeply passionate about their respective causes, these differences may have resulted in confusion or even subtle competition between them. However, that was not the only factor adding to the tension. Allegations that Camilla leaked stories about other royal family members to the press further complicated matters. While it remains unclear whether these rumors were true, they certainly did not help build trust between her and Catherine. If Catherine believed that Camilla had been speaking to the media, it would have only made their relationship more challenging. Additionally, the complicated history between Camilla and Princess Diana cast a long shadow over everything. Diana's tragic story, her struggles within the royal family, and her untimely death remained closely linked to Camilla, making it difficult for William, and, by extension, Catherine, to fully embrace her, regardless of how much time had passed. Public comparisons between Catherine and Diana further fueled this divide, as the media frequently portrayed Catherine as the new Diana. Reports also suggested a possible rivalry between Camilla and Catherine over their influence within the royal family, which only added to the existing tension. Now, with Catherine wearing the tiara, the situation appears to have escalated further. Do you think Queen Camilla has the right to be furious upon seeing Princess Catherine wearing the Queen's tiara? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.